So, as promised, starting to look at the difference between a simple addition, simple multiplication versus float addition and float multiplication. So, basically, the difference is it has numbers after a decimal. So, in this case, if I wanted to run this, I would do typo a bunch of times, and then I would do addition. Simple. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. Now, we've already looked at this before as well, so 3 times 3 equals 9. So now, if we're adding together two items that are that have significant digits after the decimal, even if one of them starts off as not being that, then they're both going to end up um, being a float. So like the end product, anytime that there's any float object in it, it ends up as a float, if that makes sense. So in this case, we're looking at 1.2 times by 3.4, 4.8. And that's about everything that I have to say about that, I think. The main thing to take away is there are two different types of data. One is a whole number, one is a number that has points after the decimal. You can mix the two of them together. It's just going to do what's sort of like Python is going to make a guess as to what you want to have happen. It's going to say, oh, we think you're sticking these two objects together. We're going to make them both into one. We're going to make the end product into uh, the the float type, because anytime you're mixing in int with a float, it always ends up as a float.